Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming from Mount Pleasant, PA. This is the A-Liner Somerset camper factory tour. For any more information on these campers or any others, just reach out to me. My information will be down below. But let's get on to this plant tour. Okay, so this is the metal shop. They're basically going to take all the tubing and so forth, cut them down to size, and put the holes in them and so forth. So this is what the metal shop looks like. So on this side, this is where they're making the A-scapes. And even if they're making the Columbia Northwest, it's basically the same process, where they're taking the frame, they're going to move it upside down, and this is where they're going to go ahead and be able to put on the axles, put the stabilizers on it, put some of the tubing, as well as the tongue jack. Once they get that stuff installed, then they're able to flip it upside down. As you can see now, they have the tanks on it. Tanks are in this. You got some of the wiring. And then, of course, now they're going to go ahead and install the wheel liners, and the flooring is the next process. Now what we're doing is we're going to head and bring in some of the cabinets. So we're going to build this from the inside out. Of course, this is for the A-scape. Now they just started the line on the A-scape, and they're finishing up the last few Columbia Northwest pop-ups. So as these move down the line, and by the way, they only build things that are already sold to a dealer or that are already sold to a customer. So there's nothing that is pre-made otherwise here. You can see the materials are all lined up here, ready to go ahead and be put on as it moves down the line. Now as you can see here, this is one of the Columbia Northwest pop-ups. Let's show you what they're doing here. So in this section, this is where they're going to build the body panels for the pop-ups. And of course, this is where they're going to have all of the appliances that they're going to be putting in the units. Everything's set up over here, put together. You know, your window moldings, that's going to be for the A-scape. But you can see they have everything they're putting together. This is part for that pull-out sofa in the pop-ups, as well as some of the rock guard materials and so forth that they're using. So everything is right over here. Okay, so what they're building here, this is an E3 box that they're building here. And so you can see how they're putting everything together. Let me show you what it's looking like in the inside. As you see, this is where you can actually see things that you normally could not see. This is where the slide out mechanism will go. You see the rollers and so forth. Swing level galley on the other side. Getting ready to install that right up there. See? It'll be going right there. And you can see it's already plumbed and everything for the bathroom. Okay, so now this is an E3 deck, but you know, now they've got the slide out in, as you can see. It's coming together quite nice. Now this is built more like an automotive build, so the panels and so forth. Nice thing with that is more durable. You can see how everything is together in here already. Swing level galleys in place. And of course this was the E3 deck, which is just a little bit longer than the E3 box. Okay, so now we're looking at a Utah. Now this is the next station, and what they're doing now is they're putting in the beds. They've started putting the fabric material in, and they've got the roof assembly on it as well. You can see the doors are already set. Of course, everything you're seeing here on the sides here, this is where they build all the other materials, or they bring the materials to be put on them. Next thing is coming in here, these doors, that's going to be for the A-scape. But let me show you what things are looking like. So they get the fabric in here, try to put it in, and they've got to get it connected down to the bottom, and then they'll go inside and connect it on the roof in here. Again, this is a Utah. working quite diligently to get that together. Okay, so the next stage in the process of building, regardless of what comes down this line, they have this lift system, and they are able to go ahead and lift the unit up so they can get underneath, check any additional things they need to do underneath, wiring, plumbing, sealing, things of that nature. Once that is done, as you can see, they're going down to the next station. Now, looking at the roof materials, let's take a look at the roof. This is what's so nice about the roofs for the Somerset. Notice how there's no seams on this. Your only seams are going to be these corners. So this is the only part you really need to seal is around this corner here, down the edge there, and the edge there. That's really about it. You have no seams down the middle. That makes for a more durable, as well as less maintenance that you need to worry about. So as you can see right here, this is where they make the slide out box. Again, back in this area, depending on what they're working on, you know, they have doors for the pop-ups, they have wheel wells. Everything is back here put together and then brought to the assembly line on the other side. Okay, so you can see the mattress right there for the bed, because now they got the fabric on, ready to rock and roll. They get the vacuum out. They're able to go ahead and start cleaning this thing up a little bit. Now notice how they use the clear plastic. The benefit of the clear plastic for the vinyl there, the window, is the fact that you can see through it. A clear plastic is more expensive to make versus one that is tinted. This is another E3 deck. As you can see, everything's coming together. Get the slide out there. Now, if it was ordered with an air conditioner, the air conditioner will be put on here. If not, it will not, you know, they can always add an AC later. The roof is built in a way, in a manner that you don't, if you want to add an AC down the road, you could. You see the outside stereo speakers on this, your water heater. This is an E3 box. As you see, the E3 Evolution. Now, something else that they do, which is quite unique, is you see the scales right here. These scales are able to weigh every unit. Not only do they weigh it for the axle weight and your actual weight, but they actually do have a tongue weight scale right here, and they weigh every unit, which is unlike, not all manufacturers do that.